Well, I'm excited about the Sun Movement. I think the Sun Movement actually creates the sunshine necessary to give hope for many people around the world, especially those that actually do not have the opportunities. And nothing really affects you more than the fact that you have a lot of stunting in Africa. 58 million kids that are stunted, that is a big problem. It's not just a problem for the kids, it's a problem for the economies themselves. Africa cannot grow when majority of its kids like that are actually stunted. There's no doubt in my mind that stunted children today will lead to stunted economies tomorrow. That's why the most important thing I've done this year is working with world leaders, African leaders, to set up the African Leaders for Nutrition. I was excited that all of African heads of state unanimously endorsed the African Leaders for Nutrition. Nutrition now has come to the top of the agenda at the African Union. And what does that really mean? Is that we will have the political will mobilized to address malnutrition and stunting in Africa. And there will be a nutrition accountability index that will measure the extent to which countries are making progress. I am so excited that finally we can have political accountability on malnutrition and importantly on stunting. For me, that's the most important thing we are going to do, and that's what I've committed myself to doing. The areas that I will be championing for the Sun Movement in 2019 will be the same. Just getting traction with regard to stunting in Africa. And I think the African Leaders for Nutrition will do quite a lot with our partners in making that happen in 2019. The actions to be taken to expand Sun Movement activities in 2019, I think in my view, requires getting the political will for change. Second is we have to mobilize a lot of resources directed to the issue of malnutrition and stunting. And third, and most importantly for me, is that we have to mobilize the private sector to actually take malnutrition as a very, very important issue. We cannot solve this alone. It takes more than just the African Development Bank. It takes, in fact, more than the United Nations. We need to have the private sector. We need to have governments. We need to have civil society. We need to also have the communities. And most importantly, the mothers of the children themselves. We have to create opportunities for women. And so we are taking on this challenge at the African Development Bank to launch a new program to make sure that we can provide, lots of money to women, whether in small businesses, whether in agriculture, to earn income. Because when you empower a woman, you empower the family, and you increase the prospect for success and good health. One of the other areas we're going to be focusing on, it's about the importance of investing in women. The African Development Bank will lead a major effort to actually ensure that women have a lot more resources they need to be able to earn money, to be able to feed their kids, and change the fortunes of these children's lives. That is going to be a major focus for me.